FitGame, it's Biggest Loser meets Pinterest. Think about this. Have you ever tried to achieve something or wanted to do something, maybe something life-changing perhaps, but then you said, I can't do that. That's impossible. But then you changed your mind and you went for it anyway because you saw somebody else who had done it first? The power of vicarious modeling. If they can do it, I can do it too. But I have to see it to believe it first. Every year, millions and millions of people vicariously model the successes of other people when they attempt to achieve some sort of grandiose weight loss or fitness transformation. Mark Eisenhart was one of those people, but he could have been you, he could have been me, he could have been any one of us. He had a good job, he had solid relationships, he was in pretty good shape, and he had a good life. But then he started to put on weight, a lot of weight. Mark knew he had a weight problem, but he didn't want to believe that it had gotten out of control. But the truth is, his blood pressure and his cholesterol was through the roof. He had become a diabetic, he couldn't fit into any of his old clothes anymore, and his self-esteem, had hit rock bottom. He confided in me that he had lost his identity. He didn't even recognize himself, and that he could walk through a crowd of people, and they'd all go around him, but it was like he wasn't there. He was invisible, you might say. As he described it, just some other fat guy. He knew something had to change. It had to start with getting inspired and getting motivated. He told me that he was absolutely blown away by these videos that he was seeing online of these before and afters of people that looked exactly like he did, that were struggling the same way he did, but had gone through some sort of miraculous physical transformation. And as much as those before and after photos and transformational videos were inspiring and motivating for sure, I know that Mark had a hard time really trusting the source. After all, how do we know if those photographs aren't photoshopped or if they're not professional fitness models that bulked up and then leaned down again? And the ones that he wanted to trust didn't share enough information about the process, the day-to-day process of what actually created the transformation, unless of course he was willing to pay for it. And so he was inspired, even motivated, but he still felt frustrated, discouraged, and even powerless. And Mark's situation isn't all that unique. In fact, over 108 million people in America attempt to lose a significant amount of weight every year, and 80% of them try to do it alone. What Mark needed was a believable model. Number one, that it could be done. Number two, that he could do it, along with easily accessible personal accounts of how it's done, the process, real people sharing their story and their process in order to shift his thinking from impossible to possible and inspire real action. When Mark finally found the community and the support that he was looking for, man, it was like a light went on. It was no longer just about him. What Mark really needed was more than just inspiration. He needed to find a way to become the inspiration, to become the motivation for countless other people who are going through the same process, the same challenges that he was going through. Now it's his mission to share his transformational journey with as many people as possible so that they don't have to go through the same painful struggle and challenges that he went through. FitGame shares that mission to bridge the gap, you might say, between the small percentage of people over here who are getting real results and, like Mark, want to share those results with the millions of people who are way over here struggling to find their inspiration and the model to make it happen in their own lives. FitGame, it's Biggest Loser meets Pinterest, the only social media community dedicated exclusively to encouraging, supporting, tracking, and visually documenting the process of weight loss and physical transformation. And it does so in a fun, exciting, and engaging way. I'm Tom Terwilliger, the CEO and co-founder of FitGame, and I want to invite you to take advantage of an opportunity to empower countless life-changing physical transformations by helping us make FitGame a reality. We only need your help to change millions of lives. Let's do this, man.